Hi guys, you might have enjoyed the Nicola Tesla's Inventions Part 1 and 2 videos. If not, please see it. The links are given in description box below. Let us continue the remaining third part of it. His inventions. Third, magnifying transmitter. Building upon the revelations of the Tesla coil, Tesla sought to offer wireless power for free to all by transmitting information from one tower to another using resonance. The currents were sent from one circuit to the other, building in frequency until lightning sparked from one tower to the other. By connecting a wire to the tower and running it around his lab, he powered his laboratory wire. He demonstrated the effect on stage to audiences using light bulbs that were not connected to any power source. The magnifying transmitter succeeded in transmitting an electrical current a kilometer away. Transformer, also known as AC transformer or alternating current transformer. Transformer, device that transfers electric energy from one alternating current circuit to one or more other circuits, either increasing, stepping up, or reducing, stepping down the voltage. Transformers are employed for widely varying purposes. For example, to reduce the voltage of conventional power circuits to operate low voltage devices such as doorbells and toy electric trains, and to raise the voltage from electric generators so that electric power can be transmitted over long distances. Transformers change voltage through electromagnetic induction. That is, as the magnetic lines of force built up and collapse with the change passing through the primary coil, current is induced in another coil called the secondary. The secondary voltage is equal to primary voltage into the number of turns in the secondary coil divided by the number of turns in the primary coil. Air core transformers are designed to transfer radio frequency currents, that is, the current used for radio transmission. They consist of two or more coils wound around a solid insulating substance. Air core transformers serve analog functions in the audio frequency range. Impedance. Matching transformers are used to match the impedance of a source and that of its load for most efficient transfer of energy. Isolation transformers are usually employed for reasons of safety to isolate a piece of equipment from the source of power. Fourth, Tesla turbine. Tesla developed a piston engine to power automobiles using combustion to rotate discs. At the time, commonly used turbines were less efficient and relied on blades. Tesla's invention merged many discs to create the centrifugal. By moving fluid in the path of least resistance, his turbine was more fuel efficient. His turbine is also known as the boundary layer turbine, the cohesion type. It uses the boundary layer effect and not the fluid impinging upon the blades as in a conventional turbine, with nozzles circulate fluid around the edge of the disc. As the disc spins, the fluid adheres to the edge of the disc and is drawn from the edge of the disc to the center. It works by addition rather than friction, resulting in the greater efficiency. Fifth, the shadowgraph. The shadowgraph is another name for X-rays, but Tesla's term is actually more depictive of the process. An X-ray creates a silhouette of the area captured by passing radioactive waves through the human. Although the invention was initially developed by Röntgen, Tesla made improvements to the technique to render clearer images. Sixth, radio. Before his lab burned down, Tesla was working on developing a radio intended to transmit a signal 50 miles. Prior to his completion, however, another gentleman received a patent for a similar radio design in England. Had he succeeded, Nikola Tesla's invention would have surpassed the Brits' invention in. Seventh, neon lamp. The neon lamp or sign was Tesla's modification of existing neon light technology to form words and designs. Neon signs continue to exist worldwide, lighting up bars, casinos, hotels, and other signs along the roadways. The Nigeria Falls Commission selected Tesla to design the hydroelectric power generator at Nigeria Falls using his alternating power technology. Considered the first power plant, Tesla's technology was used throughout the world to provide electricity to the masses. Ninth, induction motor. Using electromagnets to spin, Tesla's induction motor currently powers everyday household items such as vacuums, hair dryers, and power tools. 10th, radio controlled boat. Tesla used radio transmission to power the first radio-controlled toy boat, controlling the engine, lighting and steering with a remote control. Today's drones are based on his technology. While some viewed his invention as a contribution to warfare, that is torpedoes, Tesla considered it the beginning of the robotic technology which would eventually handle the majority of labor for man. Many of Nikola Tesla's inventions others lost when his notes were destroyed by fire. By the end of his life, his research was confiscated by the FBI, and only in recent years it has been made available to the public. Death. Near the end of his life, Tesla became fixated on pigeons, especially a specific white female, which he claimed to love almost as one would love a human. One night, Tesla claimed the white pigeon visited him and he believed the bird had come to tell him she was dying. He saw two powerful beams of light in the bird's eyes. He later said, yes, it was a real light, a powerful, dazzling, blinding light, a light from intense than I had ever produced by the most powerful lamps in my laboratory. The pigeon died in his arms, and the inventor claimed that in that moment he knew that he had finished his life. Nikola Tesla would go on to make news from time to time while living on the 33rd floor of the New Yorker Hotel. In 1931, he made the cover of Time magazine, which featured his inventions on his 75th birthday. In 1934, the New York Times reported that Tesla was working on a death beam capable of knocking 10,000. His assertions, a death beam, and his claim of having invented a death beam capable of destroying 10,000 enemy aeroplanes out of the sky at a distance of 400 kilometers. He hoped to fund a prototypical defensive weapon in the interest of world peace. But his appeals to the J.P. Morgan Jr. and British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain went nowhere. Tesla did, however, receive a $25,000 check from the Soviet Union, but the project languished. He died on January 7th, 1943, New York, in debt. Although Westinghouse had been paying his room and board at the hotel for years, custodian of alien property impounded his trunks, which held his papers, his diplomas and other honors, his letters and his laboratory notes. These were eventually inherited by Tesla's nephew, Sava Konsonvich, and later housed in Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade. Hundreds filed into New York City's Cathedral of St. John the Divine for his wishes, and a flood of messages acknowledged 3 Nobel Prize recipients addressed their tribute to one of the outstanding intellects of the world who paved the way for many of the technological developments of modern times. Guys, I hope the content might have been useful and interesting to you. If so, please like it, share it, and subscribe it. Thanks for watching the video.